Hello and welcome to this cozy home that I've created. Many items in this cozy space were found at thrift shops. Today, please join me on Sydney Road in Brunswick. Let's find a home for the second hand. Local trams run up and down Sydney Road. I appreciate Tram 19 taking me to the many local thrift stores on a warm summer's day. Now, the Sydney Road second-hand and vintage guide is helpful for finding op shops. The first stop is City of Vintage, which has a wonderful curation of Y2K, vintage, retro, and designer. All your pre-loved needs in this beautifully curated shop. Look at this cool tea that I find. It's a joy with a strong collection here. The layout of the shop is wonderful with nice soft light. But it's not just the clothes, it's the toy collection that gets me. It brings back memories of a time past. The childhood memories are warm and it's so enjoyable to see. Who says you can't find vintage gems in this collection of old and new? Vinnies on Sydney Road is a destination for local thrifters. I go through the clothing donations, and I always find something nice here. For example, these pre-loved sneakers, or this Dickies chalk coat. Unfortunately, not my size. Oh, and here's one for the Swifties. Cute. The CD collection here is great, and I've found many bands that I enjoy. I check the photo frames as always, and bric-a-brac is always a joy to look through. Today I'm very lucky. I find these mid-century modern, made in West Germany Emser egg holders. A memory from a time past, and perfect for my cozy, colourful kitchen. I'm so happy to buy these. Some people say that Brunswick Savers is the best Savers. I live very close by, and with many second-hand shops to thrift in this neighbourhood, I must say I do find a lot of good trinkets here. Things that suit my cozy space and are very heartwarming. Now, I like how vintage items are made with colourful metal. For example, this. It has a nice wear and patina, something you don't get with modern goods. I've also found amazing coffee cups here too. I always look through the bric-a-brac. In this particular Savers, they always have great artwork, so do check the picture frames and artwork. Also, electrical here is good, but the furniture here does sell very quickly. Even this has a sold sticker, but what a beautiful couch. And this really retro chair that I enjoy with Buzz Lightyear. I walk over to the menswear section. It's a very big store. You can get lost looking at all the enjoyable vintage, but I always enjoy stepping into different eras I always find interesting fabrics, designs, and of course denim at this Savers in particular. Now, Curiosities is a nice, colourful curation of different eras, and it is like stepping into a time capsule. The orange walls, the carpet, they have a nice 80s vintage vibe. Suits, and I like this jacket with the elbow patches. Bomber jackets, of course, suedes and colourful prints. Now look out for their amazing camel collection. It's these kind of ornaments and trinkets that give Curiosities so much personality and individuality as an op shop in the area. The Salvation Army is a local favourite with wonderful friendly staff and a great collection of DVDs and physical media. It's so heartwarming here, and I do find albums quite consistently. Today I find an album I love. I go to electrical next and I check through the lamps. This quirky one is so nice, but it's not for me today, although I like it. I remember this table from childhood. World map. The chrome chairs are nice, but my home already has enough chairs. The turnover of furniture here is fast. This particular Salvo's always has a lot to look through, and things go very quickly. But today it's only the CD for me, which is great. You don't need to buy too much. Now across the road is the Don Bosco op shop, and it's a little joy, a small store, and very, very quickly I find a vintage made in Australia shirt. I love the pattern. So they have a small change room in the back. These smaller op shops have very little space, so it really does feel almost like a garage sale. Of course, I have to have this shirt. Now, I actually work across the road at the Epilepsy Foundation op shop. I pop in to see the team. I love my workplace. It's a cozy op shop with the friendliest poodle, Camille, and it's always nice to give her a scratch and, of course, to play a little catch. My boss, Tash, is so nice, and she shows me the denim wall that she's made, which makes it easier for shoppers to find all kinds of jeans. The team here puts so much work into keeping the store neat and curated, and as I wrap for the day, I play catch with Camille. Thank you for joining me on this Sydney Road Brunswick thrift tour. I hope you too will find many treasures when you visit the charity shops. I'll see you next time, and have a cozy one. Bye.